started with the Hall of Fame. And before I bring Bette up, I'd just like to say a few words. I know Bette doesn't need any introduction, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about Bette. She has worked in corporate America for over 28 years at IBM, and she's done numerous roles. She's been a technician, a corporate trainer, a worldwide consultant, and held several different management positions. In addition to working at IBM, for the last 4 years, she has worked in a non-profit sector as a recreational therapist in an Alzheimer's facility. And what I thought was interesting when I asked her about that is what she said to me, and you know what I like best about working in this facility? Is I have the opportunity to make people smile. In addition, last year, I don't know if many of you remember, but last year Bette actually got to become a certified tour guide. And she's graciously offered, since we're going to be in Washington, D.C., to give free tours to District 53. So all go, right? Bette joined Toastmasters in 2004, and for her last 11 years, she's held many roles. She's been club officer, an area governor, a division governor, been on the senior team, and she is currently our past district governor and our current chief ambassador for the revitalization and educational program. Please help me in welcoming a servant leader and my friend, distinguished Toastmaster Bette McIntire.
Is that following the rules?
We break the rules.
Thank you, Sharon. That was quite a nice introduction. This is the part of the program where we have an opportunity to recognize those that achieved wonderful things last year. And one of the people that really helped me the most and helped the district be successful are the ones that served on the executive committee. So all of you who served on the executive committee, area governors, staff positions, division governors, just please stand up and collect your applause. And what you'll see as habit is the same people oftentimes stand up, excuse me, year to year, because once you're hooked in your leadership roles, you're hooked. And I think it's the same way once you see the people that are competing in the contest. We certainly have ones that are truly following passionately each one of those tracks. As I say, running a district is not an easy task, and it takes a lot of volunteers, a lot of arms and legs. And although the area governors are the liaison to the clubs, they cannot make the clubs do anything. Why? All right, some of you might think as area division governors that you have coerced your area governors, and your area governors have gone out there and absolutely inspired, and I do believe that's true. But the bottom line is motivation comes from within. It's the individual that has to be inspired to be able to do something. And in that case, it's all of you. You as individuals help make this district distinguished and what it is and growing from year to year. And how does that happen? It happens, as I think Lance Miller pointed out this morning, it happens with you being active participants, active members. As I said last year, being that member you want to experience, it's you coming, being present, stepping forward, speaking, getting your educational awards, and making your club the club that you inspire it to be. And as we're talking about that, I would like to have you, those individuals who have received a CC last year, this is all in the 2014-15 year, to please stand up. Those who received a CC last year, stand up. Stay standing, stay standing. standing, I don't want anybody to sit down. This is a cumulative, that's a good one. Those who receive their advanced communication bronze, please stand up. In addition to those, advanced communicator silver, stand up, join your fellow members. Advanced communicator gold, okay? How about confident leader? Confident leaders, please stand up. Those that achieve advanced leader bronze, stand up. Advanced leader silver, stand up. And finally, the high performance leadership, stand up. Now those of you that are sitting, I have a challenge for you next year. This trio would like to see those remaining seating at this point in time to be standing, in addition to those standing, because this is a habit that we continue to practice. So thank you and congratulations, all of you, for contributing so positively to this. And you notice we stopped at after the high performance, because right after achieving all those accolades, we come to the highest recognition that we give anyone across the district and in Toastmasters, is the Distinguished Toastmaster Award. That is, and will continue to be, the highest recognition even when the new program becomes implemented across the districts. So with that, I would like, and I know this is an inconvenience to those that are still chewing, but those DTMs that have achieved this prior to last year, prior to the year 2014-15, could you please stand up and form a semicircle here? Stand up, it's not going to take too long, semicircle. Do I have you all?
We're all yours, Bette.
Now that's an invitation I can't refuse. And it is my honor to recognize those individuals that will join this prestigious group and get their DTM ribbon. I'm going to first announce the ones that I believe are not here so that we can applaud them all, and then bring up the ones that are here. So on that list of DTM award winners, Brian Crawford, David Bailey, Loretta Ann Cooland, Neil Marsh, and Coach and Shane, who absolutely refers to herself as Jim. So when you see these individuals, let them know that you have applauded them, and we miss them being distinguished in person. But the ones who are here, I would like them to come up and start with Rich Kuchar at the end, work themselves around here to the very end, and receive your Medal of Honor. First up, your very own Club Growth Director, Tom Laurie. As he's going down the line, I would like to also acknowledge Patrick Meany. David Pelham. It's cool being last, isn't it?
He's milking it.
He's milking it. It's kind of like when you know that when you're coming up to the front of the room, you get applause until you get there.
Yeah.
Ever notice how slow people walk? The ones that are usually running.
I'll go back, starting over.
This is not one that should be encouraged.
Made it.
I present to you your district DTMs.
I didn't even hear him. Hey, Mike. How's it going, man? Nice seeing you.
I must say, for those that really follow the Toastmaster year, last year was a little difficult year. We had many times, we looked forward to being that distinguished district and walking across the stage. But sometimes there's a little hiccup in the road, and sometimes we have to do what's right and make a brighter future for the following years, the years that come after us. So sometimes you have to, as they say, take one for the Gipper. Last year was one of those years. We had a challenging year, losing 13 clubs. That was quite a lot, but the good news is, and how to maintain those good years, as we get educated, it really requires that as we go out there and build new clubs, it is so important that we have the correct mentors in place so that we stay engaged with these clubs for a year, not 6 months, because we have, yes, the cycle is repetitive, but it's a little different. So if we stay engaged for 6 months, we have an opportunity to teach that club what are the standards and the expectations of being a Toastmaster. And sometimes our lives get very busy and we don't always do as good a job as we should. So I encourage you to take mentoring seriously. And when you have an opportunity to sign up for the new clubs and help out, do so with the commitment of following through. Sometimes we think that volunteers are less accountable than when you have a job and you're getting paid for it. But I believe that those who volunteer are actually that have far more of a commitment and responsibility than if they were getting paid for, because their payment is something that's coming from the heart. So, although it was a difficult year, I believe everyone persevered. I can't say that I saw any area or division governor that didn't stand up, lose or be deflated by some of the challenges and obstacles they fought. They were troopers. It didn't matter if they were losing a club. It didn't matter if some of the divisions didn't even have an area governor and they had to double their workload. They persevered. And I do believe they, in all their contributions and all their energy, will make it possible for this district, along with the senior team, to walk across that DC stage. I don't believe just being distinguished. I believe they have an opportunity for President's Distinguished. So I think all these people that will be recognized, they are part of the team that helped to make that possible, that dream possible. But it's more than a dream, remember, it's hard work. It's hard work, and we learned that this morning. There's a few people here that are not here. One actually moved away. So I'll also ask if you have connections to these people that are not here today that I'm recognizing, please be so gracious as to come up and take their award and bring it home with them. The first is area governor, outstanding area governors. And we have 4, and 3 of which are not here. So I would like to mention their names, but basically say that all 4 of them shared the same characteristics. What made them successful and stand out? They each made sure that they collected their member dues on time. Sounds like a trivial thing, but that makes a huge difference. They also made sure that their officers were trained. Because with every year we start off with a new slate of officers, new education, and we have to educate them in the proper way from a baseline and not necessarily passing on, which can result in sometimes bad habits being passed along. They need to be grounded and come to the training. And the most important thing is they kept the connection with their clubs and they did the visits. I'd like to recognize 3 just in recognition who aren't here. Was Area C31 Crates or Michael McDade, Area E54 Mike Duffy, and Area G74 Jeff Napier. Please, a well-rounded applause for these 3. But who is here, I'm proud to say, who has followed all those same criteria that made himself successful, is Area E52 Sugan Kumar, who not only was an outstanding area governor, but he epitomizes the problem that you get into when this leadership, it gets so contagious. He continues on in another role, and he is a division director this year. So please welcome and come up.
Stand up, Sugan.
He actually didn't think he could do it. Can you imagine what he will do when he thinks he can? Thank you. We actually, in the area, only had 7 distinct recognitions. The next one is a select distinguished area. And again, this is another individual, again, same characteristics, that he makes sure that he does all the visits, gets the training done, makes sure the members are taken care of by making sure they know what they're doing as far as paying their dues. A huge contributor. And actually, for 3 of his clubs were charter strength, and 1 was almost charter strength with 18, and only 1 was below 12. So I do imagine that this individual also helped spark the interest and enthusiasm with his clubs to make sure that they remained membership strong. Please welcome and congratulate Area B22 Governor John Calderbank. And lastly, the extreme honor of being a President's Distinguished Area. 3 of her 4 clubs were President's Distinguished and the other Select Distinguished. And she also had the opportunity in June 5th of 2015 to also have a new club charter, an advanced Toastmaster club. It is my great honor and privilege to congratulate and welcome up Area D42 Governor Beverly Nickerson. And by the way, Toastmasters International will be providing authentic certificates for you. I'm getting them in the mail, so thank you. Now, I don't want anybody to think that this is how to be successful, but there was one division that actually became select distinguished, but didn't have any leader. So that, please don't think that that's how it happens, if you don't have a leader. It truly speaks very volumes to this division, Division A, with strong clubs, and what a strong club can do. It can just have such independence and autonomy. But there were two individuals that didn't allow that one area governor who was running by herself to travel alone. So when it came time to have that voice of the district being fed down to the area governors, and so the members themselves know exactly what's going on, we had two individuals that took the time from their either area or division to come and help. And I was really trying to think about what kind of award do you give to these two people. So I decided that what they best deserved, I made it up myself. They get the District 53 Heart Award for those that volunteered, looked past themselves to help and do what's right, to make us, District 53, successful. So please welcome up Diane Johansson and John Bette. She said a bottle of Grey Goose could help. And they truly have heart. Now, Diane being doing conference chair for so many years, and if you've ever been on some of her committees, you might not think so, but because it's tough running a conference and being a facilities chair. But if anybody knows Diane like I do, she's got a real deep heart. So thank you both. Thank you both. The one thing I would like to mention is, oftentimes when we have all those awards, there are many people that end up getting triple awards, 3 awards. And once you get 3 awards in 1 year, you get what's called a triple crown. So I would like to not bring everybody up individually, but let you know, and you are listed on the program on the front page. So I'd like to just thank you and congratulate those with triple crowns that are on the front page. I have your buttons up here, so please make sure you come up and pick it up before you leave this room. And then we'll get the remaining, I'll reach out to all of them and find out who was not here so we can get those pins. But we have to just be careful of time right now. They're pushing me along. Now it's time to decide who's the area governor of the year, which is always a difficult one when you really think about, and you look at all the statistics and the things and what's on paper that should be really driving. But I believe it's more things than just what's on paper. It's not necessarily that they visited the most clubs, they did. To me, it's who has the biggest heart. And this individual stands out tenfold. This is a person that, in his manner, who seems mild and meek, is really a lion in disguise. This is a gentleman who took 3 members, and you talk about a weak club, 3 members, and grew them to 13. Not just to 13, but he made, for the first time, this club distinguished. It is my privilege and honor, and I am so appreciative of having you on my team to welcome and congratulate Scott Davis as Area Governor of the Year. Another leader who has taken leadership more seriously and is now a division director. So, thank you for continuing your journey.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave, and since Dave's part of the team, we'll be together. I'll just...
Next, the Division Governor of the Year. Yes, and this is one of those people that also got challenged with having multiple clubs closing, the challenge of how do I move forward when I have so many things falling down around me. In addition to having leadership spots open, where he had to take on many roles. Now, Scott doesn't drive. This is also a person who helped with transportation to make sure that he could go in the places that he needed to, so that his clubs, the clubs around him could be recognized by the right people, not just him. So it is my pleasure to congratulate and thank Division Governor of the Year, Dave Pelland.
Thank you.
Just to let you know, you have beautiful velvet bands up here, so when you go home, they do break. It's crystal. So,
Oh, here, let's get a picture of us two together, because it wouldn't be possible without Dave.
Oh, thank you.
okay, drum roll. I hope he's in the room. This is an individual that I believe everyone, if you've ever gone, anybody, this is your first conference? Yes, I saw quite a few of you. This will not be your last conference, because after this, it's very contagious. You'll keep going and going and going. And I trust that you will see this person every single time. This is a person that many times when you leave the leadership roles, that's it. You decide, I'm burnt, I've had enough, and then you find other things to do, other volunteer roles to do, but you kind of spread yourself out to other opportunities. This gentleman has not. He saw a need way back when he felt that the process that he saw was not quite right. And he felt that he had the way of knowing how to do it right, so that when you went to these business meetings, which is the culmination and the importance of the Toastmaster year is coming twice a year to the business meetings, he made sure that he could let that governor, director, the district director know that they had quorum. This is the epitome of what a service leader is. It is my great privilege and honor, not in just knowing him, but helping him see just how appreciated and thankful we as a district are that we have somebody with that magnitude to stick with something. And it's not a fun job. It is a tireless business that sits at a table and combs through things, checks 3 times over to make sure everything is accurate. That would do me in the first year. How many years has he done this? Well over 10. 15? 15 and counting. Please stand and show your appreciation and recognition to Bob Bradshaw, Toastmaster of the Year. I believe this one inspires special loyalty. Muhammad comes to Muhammad. And with that, that concludes the Hall of Fame, and I would like to welcome your district director back up, Sharon McIntire.
You're gonna stay right here, young lady. I know she was trying to get it all the way to 1 o'clock so we didn't have to do anything. But in addition to recognizing, I know we don't have a lot of time, but in addition to recognizing all the people who worked so hard last year to make the district what it was, and I have to say, I'm so proud of District 53. You guys are just amazing. And first, I'd like you all to give yourselves a hand. And then we need to recognize our past district governor. The one thing I have to say that I remember most about that was the geese in formation.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody remember that? Yes. And it's really true because this last year and this year, we are starting to work more as a group in formation, working as a team to succeed. And I believe a lot of that is all thanks to Bette for what you've done. So thank you so much. Since we don't have a lot of time, I wanted to give you, we won't do anything to embarrass you, but I would like to give you a few things. I'll let you open this so that you can see that. This one is a gift to say that we all thank you very much for being our district governor last year, and that all you did for the district to help us, guide us, be servant leader. And now I have to tell you, this is only the third trophy that I had to get. They broke and inscribed two incorrectly. So I hope this one is good. Don't break it. Now, when you open this, I'll wait for you to see it. It's the District Governor of the Year. District Governor Award. And what I wanted to explain to you is, if you notice that there's stars on that, what I wanted to try to mimic was the formation of the geese and how you are our shining star as the district governor. You led us and you did a great job. So thank you for that. But you're not done yet. Now we all know that last year Bette became a certified guide tour, and we got a plus. She's going to give us free tours next year in Washington, D.C. Yes. I figured you needed something to be able to let people know that you are a guide, certified guide tour. So we bought you a little something else to use. And I thought about it. You know, she's actually got a great setup as a guide tour. She can have everybody on the bus do evaluations for her. She could get 10 speakers done in no time.
That's never thought about. Yeah. Do it on what? Captive audience.
So it's basically just the business card holder to say thank you. So if you open it up, it just tells you that we are just wanting to say thank you for all that you did for the district.
Sharon, she's the last district governor.
Oh, and she's the last district governor. And finally, because of your bubbly and beautiful spirit, we wanted to give you a bouquet of flowers to show what a beautiful person you are. Thank you for what you've done for us. Next step.
Me?
Richard, you come on up so he can tell you what's next.